Good evening, my name is William Prats. Tonight I'm going to talk to you about social power for the class Creating Strategic Change That Lasts at Aspen University. First of all, we're going to talk about our objective for this lesson. We're going to understand the 5 types of social power. We're going to analyze the dominant social power in Ganeiro ISD. It's where I currently work as an assistant principal in the secondary school. And finally, we're going to dive into the alpha dog concept to see if we can understand what it is, what are the pitfalls, and what are some of the types of alpha dog leaders that we may see in our workplace. First of all, there are 5 types of social power. The first one is the reward. The reward social power is the power that leaders have to give or to take away what people or their followers might like. It comes from their formal authority as leaders, and examples of it could be bonuses, extra pay, incentives, any gift, praises, recognition that they may give or they may take away from their employees or their followers. Another type of social power is coercive. The coercive power is that power that brings very unpleasant and very undesirable consequences to those that are not complying with the leader's expectation. Again, this one comes from their former authority as leaders, the ones that give them the power. It's things like they can withhold payments, incentive, they can take disciplinary actions against their followers or employees, and they can fire them. The third type of social power that we may come upon is the legitimate social power. This is the power that comes from the leader's rights due to their position by being selected as their manager, as their principal or CEO. Its source is a former authority. It gives them the power to issue directives, to issue orders, to issue commands, to issue instructions. Again, comes from the position they're holding in the organization. A fourth type of social power is the referent. The referent power is that power that is exerted through the charisma or personal acceptance of the ideas and belief of the leader. The followers just follow the leader because they look upon the leader. It comes. The source is a personal power that emanates from the leader, and the leader will show his support, will show courage when people are not taking steps into being more courageous. It's full of integrity. It shows respect, and the leader shows a lot of competence. And the final type of social power is the expert power. This is the power that comes from the leader's a special knowledge and willingness to share that knowledge. The source, again, is the knowledge itself. The leader is understood that he is an expert at that type of knowledge that he has. And the way he exerts it is by sharing that leadership, sharing responsibilities, professional development, keep changing, keep learning, but also sharing those concepts that he knows about. And we're going to see how these social powers are seen now in my workplace, which is Ganeiro ISD Secondary School. Ganeiro ISD is a very small rural school district in the Gulf Coast of Texas. We currently have 368 students and a staff of 38 teachers. We see among the social power that we formally see in Ganeiro ISD Secondary School is the reward. The rewards come from the formal authority that my superintendent has, that my principal has, that me as assistant principal have, and it can. The school board also has power to exert rewards. And it could be coaching incentives that we pay, bonus pays that we may be paying for performance of the teacher. We may be paying for professional development travel funds that may be available, and we can give to the teachers. We have stipend like for UIL coach and chess coach, a volleyball coach. Those are type of uh, stipends that we may have. We also teaching assignments. We may want to assign a teacher that wants to give a class. We may reward that teacher with that assignment. Praise, public recognition through our social media, in the school, in our monitors. Another type of social power that we have is the referent. The referent comes from us, from especially from my principal. I'm trying to follow his footstep. Our superintendent also has a lot of personal power. They all lead by example. We all share time with our staff. We really want to get to know them, what their interests are, to get to know their families, to get to know everyone by their name, and what they stand for, their culture. We also give thank you notes, birthday cards. We participate in parents-teacher conference. We support the teachers in their efforts, in their projects, and anything the teacher may want, we will support them in everything, in all their endeavors. And finally, we see expert power in our district. That powers, again, it emanates from the knowledge, and we can currently have 4 administrator with an EDD degree: our superintendent, my principal, the director of curriculum and instruction, and our band director. The 4 of them have an EDD degree. I am currently working on mine. Our coaching instructor, she has an MED, and several other members of our uh, of the administration team. They two more have masters in education. We demonstrate that knowledge through our PLCs, our data meetings, staff meetings. We attend everybody's concerns. We try to address them immediately. We are looking forward to implement new rules and procedure, always explaining the why. And we constantly communicate through social media, through meetings. We try to have as less staff meetings as possible. Whenever we have a staff meeting, we try to make them learning activities. And this brings us to the concept of what is an alpha dog. Are they good? Are they bad for our organization? Let's see what is the alpha dog concept. An alpha dog was defined by Casulo as a leader with a position power whose behaviors create a lot of energy and drive real economics return to the organization. That power is derived from, it could be derived from any of the 5 social types of power that we have just seen, and we can understand we are seeing we're in front of an alpha dog leader because of its ability to influence others, the potential for referent power. They always have extra power. They're hardwired for achievement. They're great communicators. They're risk takers. They have tireless energy, highly competitive, and they have enormous capacity for production. Ludeman and Erlandson, they identified 4 types of alpha dogs. One is the commanders. These are very intense, magnetic leaders. They mobilize the people around them. They take charge and they lead the way. They also identified the visionary alpha dog. These are very curious and intuitive and proactive, future-oriented type of alpha dog leaders. They see possibilities and opportunities where people are out dismissing those, and everything for them is an opportunity to move forward. They also understand that there are the strategies alpha dog. There's a methodical, very systematic. They're brilliant thinkers. They're very oriented toward data and facts, and the potential opportunities must be very analyzed, thoroughly analyzed, and solved. And finally, they all see also the executors. These are very curious, expansive, very proactive, future-oriented also, and they like to inspire others with their vision. They get things done with a lot of structure and control. What are some pitfalls that we may see in alpha dogs? Their behavior can be countercultural to the organization. Their credibility is always at stake. They may exaggerate the extent of their own experience. The Superman image that they have can weaken their ability to lead effectively. They may not be fully transparent, and they may be pretending to understand things when they are really confused. What do we recommend for alpha dogs? We recommend that they always be reflective and self-aware, be themselves, do not use any combative behavior, that they should always accept responsibility for their actions, they should be concerned with the greater good of the organization, they should accept their mistakes, learn from them, and model using best practices, and always use accurate information. I thank you for your uh, attendance. I thank you for your time, and I hope we have learned something new regarding what is an alpha dog and the different type of social powers. These were the references that I used. Again, thank you for your time and availability tonight. Thank you.